Nearly 40% of Americans live on or near the coast. These coastal areas make up only 10% of the country's land. This increase in urbanization and development also demands economic growth and water traffic to our ports, and increases our chance of an oil spill. For example, Charleston Harbor is currently being dredged to allow for bigger ships to enter. These photos show drastically different types of oil spills, from Deepwater Horizon in the Gulf of Mexico to a wastewater treatment plant on James Island earlier this year, and the Golden Ray, a cargo ship that capsized in Georgia just last year. Inshore oil spills occur hundreds of times a year, and often smaller spills go unreported. During these oil spills, marsh grasses like Spartina alterniflora, pictured here, can get covered in oil. Spartina alterniflora is important to the ecosystem because they support biodiversity, create habitat for other organisms, and are critical primary producers. They also help salt marshes provide ecosystem functions like stabilizing shorelines, buffering the coast from storms and hurricanes, and filtering pollutants. But how do these essential plants respond to oiling, and how can we restore these ecosystem functions? My research investigates salt marsh restoration after oil spills. I measured the effect of oil on marsh grass growth during a simulated oil spill and regrowth after removing the oiled stems, which is a common practice for oil spill cleanup. Under my experimental conditions, there was no effect of oil on marsh grass growth. However, with the regrowth, there was a trend of higher oil treatments growing lower number of stems regrown, having lower number of stems regrown. So if there is an oil spill where a marsh needs to be restored, should we replant with fertilizer, since establishment of the roots of the plants by its roots can help stabilize the marsh? So then I conducted an experiment that measured the effect of fertilizer on Spartina alterniflora growth and root production. The results showed that the nutrients that were in excess were allocated toward growing more and taller stems. So in this 2-month experiment, the root production had not yet been enhanced by fertilizer. So following an oil spill, there's evidence that marsh grass will be able to regrow, and fertilizer can enhance a restoration effort. To restore marsh, we need to plan carefully to ensure that there is adequate time for the plant to establish.